Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today I'm reviewing this song "In the Afternoon" by MGMT. This song does come as a request. So as always, if you would like to request something, just leave it in the comments and we'll be sure to get to it. All right. So I've heard a few songs by MGMT at this point. I've heard kind of their big radio singles, and then on the channel so far, I've heard Little Dark Age, which fantastic song, by the way. I've heard Siberian Breaks, which pretty good. I enjoyed it, and so really looking forward to this one. I actually just saw that this came out like 2 years ago, 2019. I guess it's 2021 now, right? It's 2 years ago this one came out. So interested to see maybe how their sound has evolved over time. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. This is "In the Afternoon," MGMT. Here we go. That was good. I like that one a lot, actually. Very reminiscent to me of the Smiths, honestly. I don't know if you guys maybe hear that or feel that same way, but for me, yeah, like I said, really, to me, a lot of Smiths influence from the Smiths there. I liked it. I liked it a whole lot. didn't really grab me, I think, with the instrumentation, but I think what really stood out to me most was just the way it was sung, and then sort of the lyricism and just sort of its spacey, dreamy pop vibe. I really dug it. I liked it a whole lot, actually. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. We're gonna break the song down like we always do, of course, starting with the lyrics. So let's see, a little bit of information here. It says, In the Afternoon is a single released by MGMT on December 11th, 2019. So really not even 2 years, a year and like a month ago. It is speculated to appear on their upcoming 5th studio album. The song, written in 2010, okay, interesting, as stated by Andrew Van Wingarden, is an interview that in an interview that year, was performed live for the first time in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Pearl Concert Theater in November 22nd, 2019. It was next teased by the band on their Instagram page on December 10th, 2019. Before officially being released the next day, it is heavily influenced by The Cure. Okay, so I said Smiths. Apparently The Cure was the bigger influence here. And to be fair, I really haven't heard anything from The Cure to my knowledge, so I don't think I would have ever drawn that parallel. Okay. While the songwriting feels similar to that of the Congratulations era. I think that's very interesting to have written a song in 2010 and then kind of sit on it for like 9 years before actually kind of putting it out. I think that's kind of a very interesting thing, and I wonder how your sort of feelings and understanding of your very own song that you wrote changes over 9 years, So anyway, let's take a look at it. In the Afternoon, yellow curtains drawn, designed with comfort in mind, glowering into the night. Feel like letting go, the final resting place. The house cat knows when it's time to enter another phase. But you look sad in a reassuring way, and I don't want to leave so we can both be the same. In the Afternoon, modern sovereignty, the sunlight stopped coming through, and we lost the game. Brains like nesting dolls plotting their escape. The doorman sees you're alone, he can't seem to find your name. But you, my friend, no problems can't be solved. They don't understand that somehow it's all the same, and somehow it's all the same, and somehow it's all the same. Relief is like candy, the sweetest kind of love. Who'd guess that I'd feel this way, like a kid in a candy store? A kid in a candy store, right? So relief is like candy, as in like maybe it's addicting. It's like this is comparing relief with instant gratification, alluding to the general tone, basically reaffirming how death may feel in the right way out. Wow, that's not what I got from it at all. So I mean, I did kind of see maybe the death aspect, right? In the Afternoon, yellow curtains drawn, designed with comfort in mind. Okay, so like maybe someone's dying here, and so like maybe this is a hospital, curtains are drawn so that way the person can maybe go comfortably, feel like letting go, the final resting place. Oh yeah, I didn't really notice that the first time. The house cat knows when it's time. Yeah, I've heard this before, that like a cat will kind of just know when it's dying, and it will try to go off and kind of die on its own. So okay, I definitely see that now. Just took me a second reading here. But you look sad in a reassuring way, and I don't want to leave so we can both be the same. So basically, I don't want to die. I just want things to return back to normal. In the Afternoon, modern sovereignty, the sunlight stopped coming through. So I think that part is when basically the person passes on, right? That sunlight is maybe representative of life. And so when the sunlight stops coming through, that person's gone, and we lost the game. Brains like nesting dolls. And so the people who are left behind, it's like thought after within a thought within a thought within a thought. There's just so many thoughts going on in the mind when someone passes on. The doorman sees you're alone, he can't seem to find your name. So I'm assuming like doorman at the hospital. But you, my friend, no problems can't be solved. They don't understand that somehow it's all the same, and somehow it's all the same. So maybe this is sort of a phrase saying that death is maybe just another part of life. Everything's going to be okay. Life moves on. Everything's basically the same. And then relief is like candy, the sweetest kind of love. Who'd guess that I'd feel this way, like a kid in a candy store? So maybe this is how the person feels when they pass on. It's like they were maybe suffering, and that relief is just so again intoxicating. It's sweet. It's desirable. It's like I'm now excited to move on to the next life or what have you. So because I think this is sung from the perspective of someone who is dying, it's sort of saying like, who thought that as I was dying, all I would feel is relief. All I would feel feels like, again, a kid in a candy store. So I thought that's pretty interesting. Lyrically, again, it took me a couple readings to kind of get it, and honestly only because I clicked on this and it talked about death, and I was able to kind of go back and read it with that new lens. I think that makes a lot of sense to me. But fantastic writing here. I mean, I think it really captured a sort of eerie, and that's the thing too, like when the song kicked off at first, I was like, this is a little eerie, and I kind of like it. So really getting to look at the lyrics and try to understand them, I definitely get sort of enhanced feeling of that version of that feeling. So great work here lyrically. I give it 2 big thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation goes, like I said, it didn't really capture me as much. I really did enjoy kind of the spacey vibe to it, sort of this creepy, I don't know, what was the word I just used? Just sort of like, man, it kind of made you like shiver, where it was like, yeah, there's something going on here. I really like that vibe to it. The vocalization was great. I love the way he sang, and his delivery of the lyrics, I think, added a little bit more power to them as well. So nothing really to grab onto. You know, sometimes I like something with my instrumentals to just something where I'm like, I'm going to come back for those instrumentals alone. Not really much for me here, but I think just overall the way the song was composed, it was still very enjoyable, and really easy to listen to, despite having sort of a heavier subject matter in the lyrics. So instrumentally and vocally, I still got to give it 2 thumbs up for sure. And then as far as replay value goes, you know, this one is easily going on the playlist. It was a good listen. I really enjoyed the lyrics, the delivery of the lyrics from our lead singer, and then again just kind of the vibe, that sort of creepy, unsettling, but also sort of sweet and still very pop-like vibe. I really enjoyed that. So 2 thumbs up across the board. Really had a great time with this one, and honestly can't wait to hear more from MGMT. I'm surprised they're not requested more on the channel, just because I really do enjoy pretty much everything I hear from them. So looking forward to hearing more. As always, if you want to be that person who requests more from them, leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get to it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, definitely go support the artists, go listen to their music wherever you can. And one place you should be able to find this song and a few others from the band is in my Spotify playlist. It's in the description below, and it has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. Okay, so go enjoy. And that's it for me. If you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, you know, like and subscribe and comment. See you guys in the next one. Bye.